All right, today we're going to build up to a 1 rep max shoulder press. We're going to go through how to get there step by step, warming up to actually hitting those heavy sets. So let's get after it. So this is going to be our layout. Shoulder press, building up to 1 rep max. So I've already warmed up. I've done a crossover symmetry, got my heart rate up a little bit on the rower, and used some dumbbells to lightly move through a shoulder press for some repetitions. Now we're fast forwarding till we get to the barbell. So as we work up to our 1 rep max, I'm going to hit a set of 6. I'm going to hit a set of 4, a couple sets of 2, and then from there we're working up into singles, heavy singles. That's at that point we'll throw on a belt and see what we can get up to. So that's our game plan. We're going to work it and see if we can get a new heavy lift today. Another great thing to do with shoulder press, opening up our front rack. So with your palm positioning, smooth and a knurling, go about a thumb's length off of that knurling, and that's where you'll grab the bar on both sides. Start opening up the front rack. Elbow up, elbow up. Do about 10 until you feel right. I like to go to the back rack as well. I'll get about 10 there. We don't want to lean back, right? Keep squeezed, elbows forward. Just opening up the shoulders a bit more. Let's throw on some weight. We've got 95 pounds on the bar, and we're going to hit this for our set of 6 that we talked about. Feeling pretty loose and warmed up at this point. Now it's starting time to get that central nervous system fired up. Big thing when you're working up to a 1 rep max, not only get your joints ready, get everything activated, your scaps, shoulder blades, especially if we're doing a shoulder press, get your nervous system fired up. Your nervous system is the thing that's going to move heavy weight quickly. With a shoulder press, it's going to be a slower pressing movement, something like a push press or a push jerk where we're more explosive, even more important to get the nervous system going. But still, moving heavy weight as heavy as you can, your nervous system's got to get fired up. So that's why we're hitting these sets beforehand, 1 by 6, 1 by 4, a couple sets of 2. By then our nervous system should be pretty well and fired up, versus throwing on some weight, hitting 5 sets of 1, getting up to a weight. You're probably leaving a lot on the table that way. Here we go. That felt kind of heavy. You notice that? I notice it with squats a lot, where I'll hit like, I'm working up to a 3 rep max or 1 rep max or whatever. I'll hit like, I don't know, 255 or 275, and it feels really heavy. And I go to the next weight, 295 or 305, whatever, and it feels better. It feels like, wow, that one felt like lighter and smoother and better. It's because your nervous system's finally fired up. It lifted that first heavy weight. Now it's primed, ready to go. The next heavy weight feels better because you're awake. And then eventually, whatever your rep max, actual 1 rep max might be for the movement, is another 20 pounds, 30 pounds from that. That's why it's important too, not to mix up that first heavy weight with how it feels versus the next one. If that first weight feels heavy, don't stop there just because it felt heavy. Try the next one, might feel a little better. I'm going to throw 15s on top of this 95, so that would make it 130. 95 plus 30 is, 125. 125. So we'll hit that for 4, and we'll keep working our way up. Had to put the hat backwards. I'm starting to hit the brim. So I'll throw less of a jump this time. 10-pound jump will go 135 for a set of 2. And I'm starting to think about my belt at this point. I like to do that, not quite max weights, but it warrants a belt. Really like that 80% and above is a good signal that you should be throwing on a belt if you want to. But sometimes I like to throw it on and leave it fairly loose just to give some feedback to squeeze down and push against, but it's not tightened down so much that it's creating an artificial stabilizer at that point, I guess. But it's kind of loose. I have something to brace against. good feedback. So we're going to do that. Let's go. Set of 2. That felt better for 2. Pop 5s off. And throw some good old 10s on. This will be 145. My all-time 1 rep max shoulder press is 175 earlier this year. I don't think I'm going to get quite that today, but we'll see. So with shoulder press, as we're getting heavy too, talked about in the beginning, thumbs length off the smooth, thumbs length off the smooth. And that way your hands are even on the bar, right? So now we're here, elbows in front of the bar, never down here. Here you have the weight in your wrists and your hands. It's going to feel way heavier, hard to push off of. Give yourself a platform right here. It's on your shoulders, elbows are in front. When it gets heavy, you start pressing, you're pushing away, you might get this high up and you fail, right? What you need to do, start pushing as much as you can, get your head through, because once you get it over top of your center of mass, odds are you can get it. If you can get the bar here, you can finish up the rest of the way. You're going to fail somewhere around your eyes in the shoulder press. And eventually, yeah, it will just be too heavy for you to press up. But get in that position, start pressing and start pushing your head through. Get it over top of your head as fast as you can. And odds are your success is going to be there. All right, going for a set of 2. Okay, so I threw those 5s on. We have 155 on the bar now. And we're just going for 1s at this point. So now 155, I'm confident I can hit this for 1. Whatever number that might be for you, this is where you need to start moving that bar fast, quick, getting it overhead. That extra bit of speed for 1 rep, that's further going to wake up your central nervous system. For when that heavy weight really does come, that PR weight, or that close to PR weight, your CNS will be ready to try to push through it. It's going to be a struggle. Shoulder press is frustrating lift in that respect, where if it's not there, it's not there. Strict strength. It's humbling. Here we go. That felt harder than I thought it was. Okay. So I took 5s off, threw 10s on each side. That's 165. I'll throw 2.5s on just to try to secure a 170 right now. 15-pound jump. It's a little bit. It's quite a bit at this stage. I don't know how this is going to go. But those little jumps as you get heavier with shoulder press or bench press or deadlift, 5 pounds is 20 pounds, you know? It's a lot. So we'll see what we got. That goes with PRs as well. PRs are hard to come by with this type of movement. When you have a lot of years of training with under your belt of doing it, a 5-pound PR, 2.5-pound PR might as well be a 20-pound PR. It's hard to get. Oh. Okay, that was 170, and that was pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else. I felt like I stopped right above my eyes, and what saved me is what I was talking about. I kind of just tried to push my head through till it was over top of my forehead and got it back over my ears, and that's what saved me, because I feel like that was at a dead stop there for a second. So that's it for shoulder press. We got a little more work to do today that I didn't write on the board, but building up to a 1 rep max, it's a great idea right there. Rep wise, how to build up, and remembering where your hands go on the bar, how to use that bar to get it over top of your head so you can finish the heavy lift. That's what saved me on my lift. It's probably going to save you on yours too once you get heavy enough. Start practicing it when it's lighter though, so you get the feel for it. I hit the rest of this workout and we'll be back next time.